Hey guys, this is Chris. Tabletop Dave, how's it going, man? Nice to see you in there early. Gonna bust out a quick game here in the Dead Ball League. I've got a new project I want to do, a payoff pitch, so I figure I'm going to reward myself by muting the computer, as I always forget to do, by getting some strat obligations done so I can play with my payoff pitch. So I figured it was time to get this stuff going again tonight. Earl had a game on a little bit ago, and I was hoping I could sneak in a live stream before anyone else started. So Dave is in here. Other people will show up. We're going to try to blast through this game. Single game tonight between the 1905 New York Giants and the 1919 Chicago White Sox. On the mound starting for the White Sox, Eddie CHISox. Art Devlin, third baseman, leading off. Let's go ahead and get this going, guys. Here we go. And we got a 4-4. That is a strikeout. CHISox mows down Devlin for one away. Jerry, how's it going this evening, sir? Glad you could make it. Just getting started. 05 Giants, 1919 Chicago White Sox. 3-9 on the next batter's card, which will be left fielder Sam Mertz batting second. 3-9 draws a walk. So one man down, one man on top of the first. Giants facing Eddie CHISox. George Brown, right fielder. Get my hand out of the way there. 4-11, and that will be ground ball first base X. Gandal's a 1 with a 9. Hard chopper at Gandal. He scoops it up. He gets it over to Collins at. Now he gets it over to Swede Risberg at second. Collins covering first, doubles up on Mertz and gets out of the inning. 4-6-3. 6-4. It's not going to be a mixed-up evening. It never is with strat-o-matic Delaware. That is first inning down. Top of the first, that is. Go to the bottom of the first. On the mound for the Giants, Christy Mathewson. Leading off is college boy Eddie Collins, second baseman. That is Earl, isn't it? Durr. Thinking baseball demos. Sorry, Earl. Thinking Dave. Dear Lord. Yeah, where's my head at? It's Friday. Eddie Collins leading off, 1-6. Hard ground ball hit to third, easily fielded by Devlin. Gets it over to McGann, out number 1. Let's get moving here. Bottom of the first, Bucky Weaver's up, 1 away. Christy Mathewson with the pitch. That's going to be a 5-9 on Mathewson's card. Hard hit to Strang at, nope, not Strang at second. Billy Gilbert is in. Strang is in center field instead of Mike Donlin. He was injured in the last game. No problem for Gilbert. Gets it over to McGann, out number 2. Bucky Weaver kind of dissatisfied that he didn't find the hole with that shot. Shoeless Joe Jackson. 2-9. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Strang. Gets underneath it. Makes the catch. And that is 3 away. Scoreless after 1. So that will bring us top of the second inning. CHISox comes out on the mound, facing first baseman Dan McGann, number 4 in the order for the Giants. All righty. Are you guys hearing me okay? See, Jerry says he lost his feed. Are you guys hearing me okay? I'll wait a few seconds before I continue. Just to make sure everything's okay. Someone type something. I'm going to continue. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Dan McGann facing CHISox. 5-7, and that's a single for McGann. Leads off the top of the second with a single. Can you guys hear me? Someone type something. All righty. That's Roger Bresnahan, catcher. 2-7, and that's a single for him. And McGann is a 112. He's going to hold it second. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. McGann is a 1. Yeah, there's sound on the feed. Okay. All right. Sammy Strang, center field. Drop the white die. Oh, my goodness. I dropped the small one. Got it. Cicott, 2 men on, no outs. Top of the second. 2-3, and he strikes out. Victim to Eddie Cicott's knuckleball. Swinging at the knee cheese. Well, it wasn't really cheese. It was more like a donut. 1 away, Bill Dolan. 5-6. Pops it up behind first. Probably could have bunted. But, you know, he didn't. Easily played by Chick Gandil. It's a 2-way. That brings us to Billy Gilbert, second baseman, filling in. 3-11, hard one back to the box. Cicott is all over it. Gets it over to Gandil for out number 3, and the White Sox get out of that one. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. Yeah, we're going to move along now. We've got our stride. Christy Mathewson on the mound facing Chick Gandil. The pitch for Mathewson, 2-8, and that is a leadoff double for Chick Gandil. Brings up Nemo Leibold, and Leibold is going to lay down the bunt. 6. Sacrifice down the third base line. Gandil got way too much of a jump. So Devlin gets it over to McGann, out number 1. 5-3 sack. Gandil is on third. 1 out, 90 feet away. Christy Mathewson facing Hap Felsch, center fielder for the White Sox. Here's the pitch from Mathewson. 3-4, and issues a walk. Felsch gets the free pass. Men at the corners, 1 away. Now, if he can somehow get shocked to double up on Felsch, get out of this inning. Here we go. 3-9, single, 2 stars. RBI single for Shock. Sox are on the board. Gandil scores. He scoots Felsch around to third. 1 out. Men at the corners. Christy Mathewson. 3-9, grounds it hard to short. Fielded by Bill Dolan, gets it over to Gilbert. Makes the pivot over to McGann, doubles up on Shock. That is double play, ends the inning with a twin killing. However, the Sox are on the board. They played a run, and they've got a 1-run lead. I know I've got sound, but are you guys in the chat? Are you able to hear me? Someone type a little something. I just want to make sure. I'm hoping. Because if there's something wrong, I don't know how to fix it. I'm just hoping everything's all right. Eddie Cicott facing Christy Mathewson. Pitchers are going to lead off their respective third innings, 3-7, and that's a strikeout of Mathewson by Cicott. His third strikeout of the day. 1 away, going to bring up Art Devlin, third baseman, leadoff batter, facing Eddie Cicott. 2-3, hard ground ball hit to third, fielded by Bucky Weaver, gets it over to Chick Gandil for out number 2. Sam Mertz, left fielder, facing Eddie Cicott. 1-5, hard grounder hit to short. Swede Risberg all over that one, gets it to Gandil for 3 away. Whites, the Giants, they don't score anything in the top of the third. We get to the bottom of the third. I knew for sure this thing was okay. I really cannot tell. I don't know how to tell. It says live. Well, we'll just keep right on going. just like everything's okay. I really don't know. I'm hoping. Because I like bringing you quality time wasted from Strat-o-matic, Delaware. Throw out for a good channel, Tabletop Baseball. Earl was in here, Earl Shamblin. He and Tenacious Earl Reed up here the road from me in Delaware. They have a great channel, baseball demos, Pine Tar Baseball, Strat-o-matic, History Maker, replay, you name it. They've got some great baseball videos going on their channel. Check them out. Tabletop Baseball. Both words capitalized with space. The Earls. Go to the channel, subscribe, check them out. All right, here we go. Bottom of the third, Eddie Cicotte against Christy Mathewson. The Cicotte ekes out a single on the left side of the infield. So none out. He is on first. Eddie Collins is up. Eddie Collins, 319. He's going to swing away. They're not going to waste him on a bunt. And he goes down swinging. It did not work. Kid Gleason kind of not really happy about that. Collins didn't strike out a lot. He actually doesn't have any on his card. That was all Christy Mathewson working the corners. One down, Bucky Weaver wants to make up for that ground out in the first inning. 5-3, ground ball shortstop X. That's going to be Bill Dolan. He is a 2 with a 6. Ground ball hit to Bill Dolan. Bill Dolan scoops it up. He gets it to second. Billy Gilbert, he makes the pivot over to McGann. They double up on Cicotte to end the inning. 6-4-3. White Sox score nothing, but they carry a 1-0 lead to the top of the fourth. Eddie Cicotte, the old knuckleballer, comes onto the mound, takes a few warm-up pitches with Ray Schock behind the plate. Throws down to Collins, around the horn a few times. Back to the mound, George Brown, right fielder. Strides up to the plate. Here's the pitch from Cicotte. 5-8. Pops it up behind third base. Bucky Weaver pulls this one in, no problem. That is one away, top of the fourth. There he is, Beatles. How's it going there, good sir? Just double checking you can hear me and everything fine. Jerry and Earl, I don't know if they're still in or not, but I just want to make sure that the feed is going good, that there aren't any issues. Good to see you this evening, sir. Score is 1-0. Top of the fourth. Dan McGann is now up. Giants, they don't have any runs. 1 out, top of the fourth. Eddie Cicotte, and I see it. All righty, 4-4, and McGann goes down swinging. Cicotte's fourth strikeout of the game. Well, I'm glad you're glad to see me, because I'm glad that you're glad to see me, because I'm glad to see you. You know, I'm more gladder. Catcher riser Bresnahan, 2 outs, top of the fourth, 3-3, fly ball to left field. Shoeless Joe Jackson circles underneath was in this one, makes the easy catch for out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, I really decided I needed to get the Strat-o-matic going because I had a couple of projects that I was working on here, and I was going to reward myself with getting my Strat-o-matic videos going again by starting to do a project with payoff pitch. And I have just a perfect project in mind, but I'm not giving any spoilers at all. Everyone's going to have to wait until I pump out a few strat games, and then I will reward myself. Shoeless Joe leading off bottom of the fourth with a single, 4-6. Joe Jackson on first. That'll get us to Chick Gandil. The light has dropped off in here, and I know why, because the sun has gone down, but the light has really... That might help a little. All right, Chick Gandil. He's going to lay it down. Get Shoeless Joe around. That's an 8. And down the first base line, Shoeless Joe gets a great jump going to second. And Dan McGann, he scoops it up. He tags Jackson going to first. So that's a 3U sack. Does the job. 1 out. Shoeless Joe at second base. It will be great. I was reading the baseball encyclopedia, my 25-year-old one, about the 1979 season. I'll give that one little hint. And saw a really cool little stat fact, and I think I'm going to go with it. Nemo Leibold, right fielder, facing Christy Mathewson, 5'11". Catcher's card X. That's going to be Bresnahan is a 1 within 11 and pops it up behind home plate. Bresnahan gets underneath it and makes the catch. Out number 2, Jackson stays at second base. That's going to bring up Hap Felsch, center fielder. Christy Mathewson's card, 4'11", ground ball back to the box. He's a 2 with a 19. Roll it again. 2 with a 15. Scoops it up over to Dan McGann for out number 3. So White Sox don't add to their lead. Have their lead. 1-0 after 4. That is going to bring us top of the 5th. New York Giants. 6th in the order, Sammy Strang playing center field, replacing in that position the injured Mike Donlin. He'll be back at the beginning of the next series. Billy Gilbert is covering Strang's position at second. So Eddie Seacott pitching to Strang, 3-10, and that's a leadoff single for Sammy Strang. Giants have got some business. Oh, no, the sucker's like 3 inches thick, and I think I've read maybe half of it 14 times. BJ, how's it going this evening? Good to see you in the room. Welcome to the game. We are in the top of the 5th. 1919 Chicago White Sox are the 1-0 leader of the 05 Giants, but the Giants have a leadoff single by Sammy Strang, so we've got some business going. Bill Dolan, shortstop, facing Eddie Seacott on the mound, 4-9, and Seacott, another strikeout. That's number 5 of the evening. So that's 1 away. Back up second baseman Billy Gilbert facing Eddie Seacott. 1-10. Hard ground ball to second. That's a ground ball A. Smacks it to Collins. He gets it over to Risberg, running over second base. Gets the hard throw over to Gandil, and that is doubled up on Strang, an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. Nothing going for New York. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Oh, goodness. All righty. Ray Shaw, catcher, is going to lead off the action for the White Sox. Facing Christy Mathewson on the mound for the Giants. Here we go. The pitch from Mathewson, 4-6. And that's going to be a leadoff single for Ray Shaw. And the White Sox have a little something going here in the bottom of the 5th. Maybe a chance to increase on their lead. Swede Risberg lays down the bunt. Down the first baseline, dribbling. No chance to get Shaw going to second. But McGann, he gets it over to Gilbert covering. So that is going to be 1 away. Beautiful bunt by Swede Risberg. Gets Ray Shaw over in the scoring position. That'll bring up Eddie Seacott. Eddie Seacott is going to lay it down with an 8. And Eddie Seacott down the first base line. Shaw gets over to third, no problem. McGann to Gilbert once again. 2 outs, but the Sox do have a man on third, and Eddie Collins with his .319 batting average in 1919 comes to the plate. Christy Mathewson. The pitch, 5-6, fly ball to center field. Back goes Sammy Strang. He's underneath it. He makes that catch. And the White Sox, nothing going with a great opportunity. Hopefully it won't come back to bite them in the rumpus, but they have a 1-0 lead going into the top of the 6th. Eddie Seacott strolls out to the mound. He's going to be facing his nemesis, Christy Mathewson. One of arguably the greatest pitchers of all time, Christy Mathewson. Here is the pitch, 2-3, hard grounder to short. Risberg scoops it up over to Gandil, and that is 1 away. he was one of the truly great pitchers, Eddie Cicotte. Beatles throwing it out there, going to take a slight break. Eddie Cicotte was one of the greatest pitchers and would have gone down in history as regarded as one. But yeah, the whole scandal with the gambling and everything in the 1919 World Series, that totally threw away any chance of him being respected in the baseball community outside of just the numbers that are behind his name. It's a shame what we've talked about it so many times whenever the White Sox are playing here in the Dead Ball League. It's a shame what happened. It's a shame what drove the players to do and cause what happened. It really is. It's a shame. It just so many great players besmirched by such action. Them being banned. I mean, just decided to put the clamps on stuff like this, and I can't fault him for what he did. He did what he was hired to do, whether Comiskey liked it or not. He did what he was hired to do. All righty, here we go. Back to the action. Art Devlin, leadoff batter, third baseman, one away, top of the sixth. Eddie Cicotte with the pitch, 3-6, pops it up behind short. Swede Risberg gets underneath that one, slaps his glove a couple of times, falls into it for out number 2. Left fielder Sam Mertz, 2 down, top of the sixth, Eddie Cicotte. And that knuckleballer stays high. Sometimes that sucker will do what you want it to. Sometimes it's got a mind of its own. Sam Mertz draws the walk. 2 outs, man on first, George Brown. I keep thinking, as much payoff pitch as I've been playing to learn it, cool, now he gets to run an extra base automatically with 2 outs. No, that's not how it works in strat-o-matic, but that's okay. 1-5 for Brown. Grounder to second. Eddie Collins scoops it up, gets it over to Gandil, out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. White Sox harboring a 1-run lead. Yeah, those of you guys who are late to the game, I mentioned to Tabletop Earl earlier at the very beginning of the video, I'm going to be doing a payoff pitch project sometime in the very near future, and I know what it is, and I'm not giving anything away, but I did give one hint earlier, 1979. But it's not what you think. But I'm not going to do this until I get some of my strat-o-matic project obligations out of the way, and once I do that, I'll reward myself with payoff pitch. Bucky Weaver leading off, bottom of the 6th, 3-12, hard grounder to first. McGann scoops it up. Trots over, steps on the bag to force Weaver for out number 1. Shoeless Joe. Mathewson's pitch, 5-5, fly ball to right field. Back goes George Brown. Camps out underneath it, waiting for the ball to come down. Makes the catch. Yeah, 79 was a great season, Beats. You better believe it. That was when I really started to pay attention to baseball, that year. I love 1979. Chick Gandil, 2 down. 3-5, and he ekes out a single. Write it down here. Single right and left side of the infield there. Nemo Leibold, 2 outs, facing Mathewson. Good thing we don't have designated hitters. That's a ground ball back to the box. Mathewson scoops it up, gets it over to McGann, out number 3. Inning over. Another scoreless inning. Both pitchers dominating. Eddie Cicotte, Christy Mathewson pitching the way you expect them to. Go to the top of the 7th. White Sox harbor a 1-run lead. Dan McGann, 4th in the order, first baseman, leading off against Eddie Cicotte. 6-7. Ground ball X to second. Eddie Collins is a 1 with a 13. Scoops it up, gets it over to Gandil. That's 1 away. Brings us to Roger Bresnahan, the catcher. I want to make sure here. Yeah, okay. Almost looked like the screen froze. All right, here we go. 5-6. Bresnahan off Cicotte's card. Pops it up behind first. Chick Gandil. Gets over there, makes the catch. 2 away, top of the 7th. Sammy Strang struck out his first time up. Single his last time up. Eddie Seacott with the pitch. 2-7 strikes him out. Not a strikeout per inning, but that is number 6 on the afternoon. Scoreless for the Giants when we get to the bottom of the 7th. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what that means. At the old ball game. Done that in a few days. Christy Mathewson on the mound for the Giants, pitching a glorious game. He's only struck out 1, but he's only given up 1, 2, 3, 4. Walked 1. Here we go. Hap Felsch. He's in the bottom of the 7th, 6-7. That's a strikeout. Make that 2. Ray Shaw, catcher, facing Christy Mathewson. 6-7 strikeout. Make that 3. Now Mathewson is getting tricky late in the game. He's not out of steam, not by any stretch. Swede Risberg, 3-8, and that is a long fly ball to left field. Back goes Sam Mertz, bounces off the wall, getting to the ball, makes the beautiful catch. Oh, that one was close. 3 outs. End of 7 innings. Go to the top of the 8th. Giants looking to put a run across the plate. Kind of hard to win a baseball game without one. Bill Dolan, shortstop, 7th in the order, leading off. 4-7. Hard ground ball to second. Collins is a 1 with a 6. He scoops it up, gets it over to Chick Gandil for 1 away. Now we got to start thinking. You go through these guys and go to the top of the order. Billy Gilbert is a 247 batter. What do the Giants have on the bench? Not a lot. Donlin is hurt. They got Boilyard, Clark now, Frank Bowerman. But Bowerman would be better served to hit from Mathewson. If they do indeed. Or do you leave him on there and go to the top of the order in the 9th because Mathewson is pitching so masterfully? Gilbert's going to swing. Eddie Seacott. A pitch. 2-8. Single for Gilbert. Well, that removes any question about leaving Mathewson in there because Christy Mathewson is going to lay down the bunt. 5. That's a thing of beauty. Back in front of the box. Huge jump by Gilbert. Makes it to second. So Seacott gets it over to Gandil. Mathewson is out of first. That's 2 away. Gets the job done. 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Billy Gilbert in scoring position. Top of the order. Art Devlin comes to the plate. Eddie Seacott. The windup. The pitch. 3-4. Issues the walk. And now high drama in the late innings. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Sam Mertz strides to the plate, a 279 batter. He's got a triple in his 7, a skinny homer in his 8 on his 1 column. He's got hits. Seacott's as good as they come on that team. We're going to roll it. 4-10 strikeout. Caught Sam Mertz with the knuckleball. You never know what that sucker's going to do. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Bottom of the 8th. Christy Mathewson staying in the game. Eddie Seacott is going to bat. He's staying in the game. Here's the pitch. 3-9 strikeout. Seacott gets caught looking at the corner. Mathewson, 4 Ks in his last 3 batters. Eddie Collins, college boy, comes up. Facing Mathewson, 4-5, and that's a single for Eddie Collins. He is on first. And late in the game, Bresnahan is a 1, takes 4, makes it 111 to steal second. Nope, Eddie Collins is not going to steal second. Bucky Weaver. Swinging, 1-6, pops it up behind short. Back goes Bill Dolan. He calls off Devlin, and Gilbert makes the catch of the pop-up. That's 2 away. Bucky Weaver is disgusted. He has not gotten a hit so far in this game. He looks like he's ready to climb on top of the stands behind home plate and throw himself from the top. Shoeless Joe, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, 1-10. Lines it hard. McGann gets his glove on it, saves that ball from getting into the outfield for a base hit. 3 outs. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1-0 ball game going to the top of the 9th. Donlin is dangerous, but Donlin, unfortunately, is not in this game. He got injured in the last game, and injuries are lessened in duration down to the remainder of the series in which they occur due to the shortness of the season. They'll be back in the next game, but here we go. George Brown facing Eddie Cicotte, 3-11 and strikeout. Cicotte, number 8 on the evening. That's 8 strikeouts for Eddie Cicotte. 1 away. Dan McGann facing Eddie Cicotte, first baseman, 5-3, fly ball to left. That's Jackson. Fields at a 1 with a 5, gets underneath it, camps out, makes the catch as the ball falls into his glove for out number 2. Shoeless Joe with a great play in left field. Roger Bresnahan, catcher, always a threat. Always a great bat, 3-0-2 batter facing Eddie Cicotte. Cicotte gets the signals in from Ray Schock. He likes what he sees. He nods it, stands up, throws his arms over his head, brings his arms back down. The wind up, the kick, the pitch. 1-6, hard ground ball hit to Bucky Weaver. He scoops it up. He gets a frozen rope throw over to Chick Gandil for out number 3, end of the game. And the Chicago White Sox win this squeaker by a score of 1-0. Fantastic game. I'm going to visit the chat and see what y'all are talking about for a couple of minutes or so. While I am, vote on a player of the game. You can see the score sheet there. I'll come back and call out some numbers here in a moment. Just want to see what's going on. Yep, and thank everybody that got into the chat this evening. Tabletop Baseball, Earl. Jerry Ball, always good to see you. Beatles Eternally. BJ Wanlin. Yeah, I got that name right. It's not really a difficult name to get right. It's amazing how people can butcher a last name, isn't it? Ah, dear. BJ, you haven't been around when I've been in some of the live streams, and I haven't done any. She got home on Wednesday. Thank you for asking. She got home on Wednesday. She is doing great. She's out on parole. She's feeling fantastic. The surgery was a success. The spinal-related pain that they were trying to eliminate is gone. Now it's just a matter of getting through post-surgical pain, which is getting much better and much better every single day. So she's doing well. I appreciate that. I really do. And, yes, I agree with Eddie Cicotte throwing that shutout complete game win there, BJ. I really do, man. What do you think, Beats? Seems like we're the only 3 in here at the moment. Yes, it is, Beats. You have no idea how happy I am that this is finally over. 29 days from a 3 to 4 hour procedure and perhaps an overnight stay to monitor to things that were beyond anybody's control. But the people that the good Lord put around mom, doctors, nurses, everything, they were able to take care of what needed to be taken care of, and things just happened well. Really did. What do you think, Beats? Make it unanimous, Eddie Cicotte? What do you think? I'm thinking Eddie Cicotte. In lieu of Beats joining BJ and I in our opinion, I'm going to go ahead and circle Eddie Cicotte, player of the game. 1-0 shutout over the Giants. Let's write that in there. Clean game, no errors. He gave up 1, 2, 3, 4 base hits. He walked 3. He struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with that infernal knuckleball. Yeah, definitely Cicotte. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And to stop the 05 Giants, man. To keep them scoreless because they scored runs. They really did. They were able to put runs across the plate. Eddie Seacott stopped them. He stopped them dead in their tracks. I mean, that's a dominating pitching performance right there. Guys, I'm going to cut this live stream going just in case anybody else is getting ready to start one. Thanks for coming this evening. Again, this is strat-o-matic Delaware. Once again, want to thank everybody that came in. Tabletop Earl, the one with the E at the end of his name. Jerry Ball, Beatles Eternally, BJ Wanlin. Guys, have a wonderful evening. Keep on rolling. Take care of yourselves, guys. Good seeing you.